Hi, this is Deborah Atkinson, the voice for fitness and the author of Navigating Fitness After 50, your GPS for choosing programs and professionals you can trust. You landed here because something's going on and you want to look thinner in the morning. So I'm going to give you some quick tips just to get you through the next 12 to 24 hours, depending on what time it is now and how soon till morning. But that's not nearly enough time to give you a lot of really valuable health and wellness and fitness tips to help you look thinner all the time. Not only that, but to feel thinner and feel fitter all the time. So I want you to go and click that link up here and you will receive health and wellness tips to your inbox about once a week. Promise I won't spam you and I won't share that. But it's really important to me that you get really good, credible, quality information. And it's hard to sift through what is and what isn't out there today. So, about your tomorrow morning, what do you need to do? First of all, whatever you're doing right now as far as eating and drinking, put it down and make sure that anything you take on in from here on out has less sodium or very low sodium in it, if any at all. So you're going to start drinking a lot of water. You're going to start making sure that you have a lot of watery type of foods. So those act as diuretics, which will help you lose some of that water. So you didn't say what the disadvantage was for being thinner in the morning, and that is probably being up a few times tonight to go to the restroom. But it will help the problem. So start drinking more water. Start eating more foods that have a liquid in them. Strawberries, cucumbers are great. If the water gets to be too much, having tea, green tea would be really good. So those types of things are going to help you lose a little bit of the water weight. Watermelon is another good one I didn't throw in there. So there's your food and your liquid intake. Now that doesn't mean don't eat other foods, but don't eat a lot of bread. You want to start eliminating that right now. Eliminate high sodium foods right now. That'll help you lose some of that water weight. And you'll feel better, less bloated, and look a little bit thinner by morning time. As far as exercise goes, if you do exercise already and you can get on a sweat somehow between now and morning, that also is going to help just get the ball rolling as far as losing a little bit of water weight if that's the problem. So nothing else is going to get you fit and thin and drop 10 pounds by tomorrow morning, either healthfully or otherwise. So don't try it. Don't try to sweat it out in the sauna, although that would probably get you some sweat out. It's not really going to do the same for you as exercise is. So some kind of exercise that's cardiovascular is probably going to be your best bet. But if all else fails, get also just a good stretch in. So make sure that you're doing some kind of maybe yoga or Pilates or just simply stretching and move. Go for a walk, and then once you're warmer and loosened and limbered up, get some stretches in. Those things will help, and they will also help improve your posture. So one of the best ways to lose 10 pounds is a change of clothes. So rather than white, you'd wear a darker shirt. Yep, black always looks better, it's true. And if not black, navy, go with royal blue instead of white. Anything, the darker shade you go, the better off it's going to be. One solid color all the way down instead of splitting halfway down will help you look thinner by morning, okay? Even if you're not actually thinner by morning. And then posture. So make sure that you stand up. And here's a really easy, quick tip. It's not even gonna hurt, so it's not exercise really. But I want you to imagine you have two shoulder blades right behind you. We tend to be drawn over a keyboard and or the kitchen table or a desktop all day long. So those shoulder blades should be here, kind of seamed right in against your spine. For most of us, they end up coming out here. We wing out just a little bit, and I'm a really bad example. I do that quite a bit. I'm on a bicycle a lot, and that's not a good excuse because I know it. I should be more aware and work on it just a little bit more, but I don't. So we can do it at any given moment. It's just that those muscles get a little ADD. So if you're not really holding on to them, they're gonna sooner or later kind of go back to comfortable, right? Which if we think about it, isn't all that comfortable because you're tight right here chronically, I would bet. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to just lift up. You can go slightly forward with your shoulders, roll them up to your ears, and then I want you to roll them back and drop them down as if you're sewing your shoulder blades back together. So looking at me from where you are sitting, I should look right now like I have better posture. I'm more opened up, not straining, but just naturally my shoulder blades are back there. It even feels better, right? So I'm aware I need to do that, but I'm not always doing it. So if you can give yourself a key or a cue regularly, have a screensaver that reminds you, or have something on your watch that reminds you, change your posture, just sit back, hold on to that. That will help you look thinner by morning if you're not thinner, okay? So that's one. And the other one is making sure that you're really lengthening up. So we have this space between the bottom of your rib and the top of your hips, and we tend to, especially when we sit, get comfortable and kind of just stand in our own space. So I want you to really lift up. Don't pop your rib cage in your chest. So again, that kind of destroys your posture back here. But keep your rib hip distance the same in the front and in the back, and you will automatically lift and look taller. So imagine you're on really high heels and you have to balance as you walk across the floor, whether you're in flats and flip-flops or in tennis shoes. If you observe that posture, you're going to look a little bit longer and thinner. Carrying yourself is the key. That's how to look thinner by morning. For tips on how to look thinner and be fitter all year round, 365 days a year, click here and I'll see you there.